if she's sent for you, she gonna know how, when, what she gonna already know.
So I'm gonna even push it even further. So she not even gonna know. She ain't gonna only know, but she gonna also like it just
on the
for
same
you.
assignment.
We gotta keep it live. Push everything you heard to the back and side. Turn your speakers up if you feel the vibe. We speaking out the box. Welcome to the tribe, and nothing is off limits cause the people need it. We gotta keep it. Come on, vibe with it.
A lot of what been happening while the music playing has actually been
it's
just
revelatory.
as fire as what
it's revelatory.
Y'all get to hear while we talking. This is a better, not even this is a good time, or as a good a time as ever to go ahead and click that subscribe button.
Hey, like, share, subscribe.
This is a good time to do that. Go for it. Go right over there.
You know what's
right
sus?
there.
If you like it and you don't share it, you really didn't like it. You just clicking buttons.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to share it, you might as well subscribe because it might be something else you want to share.
There you go. See, there will be.
There will be.
I got a big question now. This one is, I think it's pretty heavy. Which we've been pretty heavy already.
Matt finna address this one. I know it.
So the being equally and unequally yoked, we've unpacked that, dealt with that, delve into that, the concept of a soulmate, who your mate is going to be, all those things. I want to ask this question. This is a theology that I have run across, and that theology is that of the permanence of marriage. In said theology, it says that there is no thing that can break a marriage. That they use what has been joined by God, let no man put asunder. You know, that's one of the base scriptures for it. In said theology, outside in, it just don't sit right with me. That's what I'm just like, it just don't sit right with me. Usually when things come like that, usually when stuff come to me and it just don't sit right, it's usually not right. But I do want to bring it. I also like bringing that stuff to the group to see if I'm just tripping or if it really, it's really not cracking like that. My take on it is similar to what we talked about in finding my wife. I knew God sent my wife. I knew that my wife was the one, and I'm asking God, is she the one? And he says, well, she can be. You can marry her. But if you don't, I know you ain't trying to wait for me to do it again. You know what I'm saying? So in that, if he's telling me like this is her, then in my eyes, there's nothing else. There is no other one for me. And that is permanent to me. So that's permanent. However, if by some, whatever it is, by some chance, I'm gonna say I go crazy. I put it on me. By some chance, I get outside my body and you find me freak. I don't even want to. I'm trying to make up a situation. Whatever I do is gonna be wild. So I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Not on the air. You find me in many compromising situations. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You find me in stuff that definitely will jeopardize my marriage. I'm not expecting my wife to stay after I defile, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The marriage. I'm not expecting her to do that.
But you got to also define what defiled is.
Let's go there.
Because what's defiled, what may be defiling the marriage to you may be different to me.
Right.
So what would that be?
To defile marriage is to go outside of it.
Okay.
To go outside of it for needs that can be met within it. Or purposes that y'all can accomplish in marriage. You go outside of the marriage to try to accomplish that thing. When if it's your soulmate or your help meet, there's nothing that y'all should not be able to do, because
what if the person is
the marriage
is intentionally keeping you from those things?
God wouldn't send me somebody that's gonna make me have a longing for something.
There you go.
So if they are and you're in it, then what?
That's now we get to
because there are people that intentionally hold things out.
Well, then I gotta look at who I'm yoked with and say, like, what are you not doing?
So if you're not yoked properly,
hey, cause see, we do have one of those detractors, because we got oxen out here walking around trying to see if somebody can at least, if they willing to let them put a yoke on their shoulder, not checking measurements, not just like that $100 bill, not putting it up to the light. You know, you got broken people out here. Well, my last person didn't brush my tail right, so I'm looking for the best tail brusher I can find. Let me say it that way, because there's some people out here that they want their marriage bed undefiled. Right. So and, so I'm gonna say it that way.
So how do we not, or how do we stop from avoiding separating when you're being the person that is supposed to be giving you what you need, filling you up, intentionally
fill me up?
It's not that something's going on. It's like I don't want it, you know. And then else you're supposed to stay.
Listen, man. Hey, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, dog.
So I know people think me and my wife is crazy. Like when they find out like what we really do, and not even don't know just why. Like when they find out that like we love to travel, like that we love to. You turn some music on, she be dancing, I be dancing, but it don't be like. It don't be planned out. Then it's gonna be something silly. It's gonna be
a good seat dancer. She's
choreographed.
Moves
so
dance steps.
But like there's like
spirit figures,
a freedom that we have. And when she's like sharing like some of the stuff that we do with some of her colleagues, they like, y'all do that? Like, what you mean, y'all?
Yeah.
It's really on like, but y'all don't do that?
Yeah.
How are we married, and this is the person that God made for you, and then there's limitations on that person?
You can't.
How can I be set as my wife's husband, and then there are details and intricacies about her that I overlook? She has
longings,
right. I'm bogus if I do that.
Yep. She can't, bro.
So, but if we are both if we in agreement about what we supposed to be doing anyway, about the yoke, about the thing, you know what I'm saying? If we are both focused on God, then God is going to tell me, hey, ask your wife this. He gonna tell her, hey, ask him about this.
You'll feel it in the spirit. There's a disturbance in the force.
But you got to be open for all that. The thing is, everybody is not open for all that.
I kind of want to go somewhere.
Yeah. Go there, man. Go. Just...
Listen.
So
go ahead.
What I'm hearing from you is that when you recognize a need that your partner has, it's your job as the partner to meet that need.
It's your job as a partner to be sure that. I think when you say need, that kind of like. Or you should be in a place with God that your partner don't gotta be like, hey, I need this from you. Like it's all, y'all relationship is so, what's the word? Symbiotic, if you will.
Synergistic.
It's not even like, hey, can you give me this? It's like, it's really the compliment. You know what I'm saying? This thing that you probably didn't even know you needed, they do that.
Okay.
And vice versa.
Okay.
If you don't have that, then it is gonna be something. It's always gonna be something.
Okay.
Even in it can be things that I think I need from my wife, but then when I sit down for a little bit, God just be like, hey man, shut up.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like you had like the thing that you think that you want or need, you have that tenfold already, but it's just in the closet. It's just tucked off. You know what I'm saying? It's over here in a certain way. Like you thinking you don't have it when I already provided the whole thing.
So you're pushing aside your personal needs and it's becoming our needs.
Right. You have to. You have to.
Okay. All right.
Because we can't do nothing.
Yeah.
If our needs ain't met. Like we can't move forward.
Yeah. True that. But there's some needs though. And we're men.
Oh.
And I was gonna go there. That's why I was like, should I go there or not? But we're gonna go there.
If she sent for you,
yeah,
she gonna know how, when, what she gonna already know.
Okay, so I'm gonna even push it even further. So she not even gonna know. She ain't gonna only know, but she gonna also like it just
on the
for
same
you.
Assignment, right?
Just I'm for you. Now, see, it's a difference between I like my tail brush. No, I like brushing your tail. I'm keeping it all oxen. I ain't going nowhere else but this. Because if I don't keep it Disney Plus, somebody you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
I'm learning how to navigate in these spaces as a public figure.
The hair on that tail move a certain way, so you gotta brush it.
But it's gotta be brushed a certain way. You gotta have a certain bristle.
But see, here's the thing. So it's
gotta be soft or it's gotta be firm.
Here's the thing. Now because we're going there, here's the thing.
Okay.
So the problem is that it's easy to say you need to brush my tail a certain way. But when we started plowing, I'm keeping the whole thing going. If we started plowing and I was walking straight, but all of a sudden I got comfortable and I feel like it's okay for me to be slewfoot. And now every time we walking, my hoof is nicking her in her ankle. Yeah. She not gonna want to brush my tail the way I want to. She gonna do it because she love me, but it ain't gonna be with the same fervor and the same impetus. Okay. Because sometimes we let ourselves go because we get so comfortable. We see the same thing. Right, I know the one I don't put on this dad bod. Everything. She's still brushing my tail. We good.
We good.
Yeah. However,
I'm with you.
It is my duty as not, I'll say this very carefully, as one half of this singular moving force to keep up my end of the bargain. Because we agreed to something when God put the yoke on us.
There you go. There you go.
You understand what I'm saying? So if I don't do my part, I can't raise my eyebrow when she ain't doing what I know she love to do.
Yeah, I got you.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm brushing that thing.
Hey, she be brushing that thing.
Yeah.
She be switching up the bristles sometimes.
Yeah, let's go.
She be trying to get, you understand?
You got that C4 head?
Hey, bro.
You got that C4
Hey, bro. But here, with that's navigating the minutia of something that God put together.
Right.
The permanence of marriage can only be enforced if God puts it together.
Got you.
Because everything falls except for God. Everything moves towards entropy except for God because of sin. Yeah? So everything is on a path of decay. Right?
Right.
So when it comes to these studies of God or these promulgations of people's ideas that they want to be seen as something true, Matthew 15, right? 8 and 9, it says, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me. Watch this. teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So many times men are trying to do stuff and put something out there, and they want God to bless it. They want God to sanction this thing because it makes me feel good. So God, I need, so many people get married like that. They'll find a mate and say, God, I need you to bless this. No, what he puts together, you putting something together and say, God, seal up the cracks. Make this thing a true thing. The permanence of marriage only comes from something that God does.
There we go.
Adam and Eve never separated, even after she didn't listen.
That's big.
Because, listen, bro, because people think, oh, this is good. People think it's a communication problem. Well, the oxen ain't communicating. No, it's not a communication because I hear you.
Yeah.
It's a comprehension issue.
That's my kids.
Do you understand what I'm trying to convey?
Yeah.
If I'm not communicating it to where you understand, ask again for clarity. If I didn't know that the path we were going, you made a mistake and stepped on a rock, and I'm trying to figure out why you limping, and all I keep saying is, why you going slow?
Right.
If you say, oh, I'm hurting, what do you mean you hurting?
Right. Right.
You twisted your, oh, we need to figure this out.
Yeah. And that becomes a we thing. Let's switch our pace.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's come back to that though.
Come on.
Let's
stay
come back
there.
to that. But
Stay there.
You gotta pivot.
Yes, you do.
You gotta pivot with your partner.
And even if you ain't pivoting, maybe sometimes you just gotta slow down.